Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of This Week in Comics Rebirth. This is week 3, and we are going to be looking at comics that come out this week, because that's how it works.
Well, yeah, it's not next week in comics.
No, this week in comics.
It's not last week in comics, unless you're watching it next week, and then it will be last week in comics.
Or if you watch last week's episode now,
yeah,
if you click the wrong, that's last week in comics.
Yeah.
But we're not there to say that. So
I was there.
you were there, Pete's Week in Comics.
Yeah.
Our first pick this week is Scott Snyder's Batman Who Laughs, purely because it's the best-selling comic that shipped this week.
Do you know what
Go
I
on.
like about this?
Yep.
Batman Who Laughs. It's about time that Batman had a bit of a laugh. He's had a rough upbringing, parents murdered, and he's been a crime
Because
fighter.
people keep bringing that up.
Yeah, but it's about time we had a laugh. So I guess it's just like him playing board games with Robin and
That's
having a
absolutely
good time,
right. It's
going to a
at
water
home
park,
with Bruce. There's no murder and violence.
getting his favourite meal.
Yeah.
And Alfred can have sausages. Of course you can, Bruce.
Yeah.
It's your day.
So if I said to you that there's a murderous guy in this who's even more grim than the normal Batman and even more murderous than the Batman Who Laughs,
That's nothing to laugh about at all.
No,
That's
no.
horrendous.
so you think this should be called the Batman Who Upsets People?
Yeah, if that's
Cool.
what it is.
Yeah, that's good enough for me. So you're all reading this already. Scott Snyder, Jock's drawing it.
Yeah,
Ready to move on to the next one.
let's do it.
Also new in this week is...
Black Widow, issue 1.
So Marvel have taken a bit of time with this because it's been about, 9 years since Iron Man 2 came out?
It has.
But they've realised that people quite like Black Widow as a character in the movies, and maybe she should have a comic to go along with it. Of course, we did have the Mark Waid run about 4 or 5 years ago. That was quite popular, but nothing for a
There
little
was
while.
Black Widow Bucky team up thing.
Yes.
Tales
To
Journey into
suspense
Mystery
my
or
astonishment.
Yeah.
Tales to suspend your astonishment.
That's right.
Yeah.
But this looks alright. It's got Captain America in it, and people like Captain America.
Yep, that kind of, Falcon, Cap, Bucky, street level, but spy. Yeah,
Always-
shield stuff,
Always
basically.
good to have a powerful female role model with her own comic.
Yeah, and it's written by 2 females as well, so
Yeah,
that's
that's
nice.
just-
Bit of representation
Their
in our
names
comics.
are Jen and Sylvia Soska.
Yeah, and it's drawn by Flaviano,
Flaviano.
who, when they're not team engineers for Ferrari, draw Marvel
Yeah,
comics.
but, you've got to have a hobby.
Yeah,
It looks a
absolutely.
little bit Pacello.
Oh, good shout. It really does.
Yeah, it looks
We
alright.
could put a picture in to show you, but we probably won't. Pete, what's the highest grossing movie of all time?
Is it Honey, I Shrunk the Kids?
No, even if you adjust for
'Cause that
shrinkage.
had high people
It
in it.
did.
Well, no,
but
they were short actually. King Kong, because
No.
he was big.
He was big. Even adjusting for inflation. No, not that.
Damn it.
It's Gone with the Wind, and we have an issue. Oh no, that's if you adjust for inflation. If you
Right.
don't adjust for inflation, it's Avatar. Made like $2 billion, jillion million. Yet there's no pop culture carbon footprint for this at all. No one
No.
ever talks about Avatar. It's just the highest grossing film. Everyone loved it for that month. I think the sequels are going to do abysmally.
I didn't think I saw it.
Really?
I don't think I did.
Okay. Well, if you missed it, there's 4 more coming,
Yes.
so you've got time to catch up. And for the
Set.
first time in the 7 years since it came out, there's some media tie-ins. Ta-da! Avatar. So if you like the movie, and people must, because highest grossing film of all
it's
time,
got to have done well.
even Infinity War hasn't beaten it. You think it would have beaten it just like
Don't do that, because
Yeah.
it might turn to dust.
it's a quarter left now, isn't it? So yeah, Avatar. Don't have a lot to say about Avatar.
No.
Avatar.
It's a bit blue.
Don't be blue, Peter.
DC have got an issue 50 out, which means they're charging an extra $1. And it's
Nice of
Suicide
them.
Squad, issue 50. Jim Lee cover, though,
Yeah, I think you're paying the extra $1 for the Jim Lee cover.
and it's extra sized anniversary issue.
Yeah, that looks very similar to the team from the movie.
It is.
Oh, there you go. So, that's taken them 2 or 3 years, but they've got there in the end.
Yeah.
Unless that's just been the team for the last 2 or 3 years, and I
could have
didn't know
been,
that.
yeah.
Could have been that. So, yeah, Suicide Squad. It has a following. It has quite a hardcore following. Harley's in it, of course.
Everyone loves Harley.
The movie, bit
Except the
divisive,
Joker.
but, it made money, and there'll probably be another one.
They're doing a sequel, I think.
There you
yeah.
go. So, Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
So, it's quite nice to see, in this day and age, that's a relative high number on a comic.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
So, is it cancelled after this, or
I
because
like to
Green
think-
Arrow is cancelled at 50?
Yes.
So-
it does say the end.
Oh, might be it. So, well,
Good
you know,
jumping on point.
jump off the book with a Jim Lee cover.
That's not bad, is it?
Yeah.
Jim Lee.
Jim
He'll
Lee.
sell the book if nothing else will.
Jim
Lee.
Got another issue one, Pete. It's
Yes.
from Marvel and it's Invaders.
Invaders. Who's in that then?
Well, it's usually like Namor and, you know, Bucky, Toro, the original Human Torch, who was a robot,
Yeah.
who later might have become the Vision or something. I don't know. I lose track. It's so hard to keep up. Traditionally, the Invaders is set in the 40s, and it is all those guys. But that's definitely the Winter Soldier with the metal arm. So it's a more contemporary take
Up-to-date
on
look on
the
Namor.
Invaders. Yeah, definitely the aggressive Namor as he is now.
The aggressive Namor. That should be a comic.
Well, what did you call it? You can't just call it Submariner in 2019,
The
can you?
aggressive Namor.
The aggressive Namor.
Like
You know,
it.
yeah, it's good. It's not been used as
No.
a descriptive on comics before, so yeah, I'm going to go with that. So I kind of feel with Captain America and Winter Soldier having series, bringing out an Invaders series might not be the best timing for Marvel, but that does seem to be the current way with Marvel. Just
Yeah.
bring out everything. I hope it finds an audience.
Right
So
at the wall.
if you've not read Invaders for a few years, because there hasn't been much about, if you miss the Invaders, it doesn't look like the is that the modern Human Torch?
Don't know.
Doesn't look like the childish one, does it?
No, it doesn't.
So get in on the Invaders issue 1 right now.
Say no more.
Say Namor.
Namor.
Oh, and it's written by Chip Zdarsky as well,
Oh,
which is pretty good.
That's good.
So yeah, he's been writing up a storm.
He had a
recently, hasn't
spectacular run on Spider-Man.
he did. Yeah, what was that one called?
Don't know.
Okay,
The aggressive Spider-Man.
that was something else.
Do you know what's nice from Marvel?
Go
When
on.
they give you presents. Marvel Comics presents.
Presents.
Marvel Comic Presents is back with a new issue 1. It's got a cover similar to the old Marvel Comics Presents.
Yeah, so it's a bit different to Marvel's normal books. It is an anthology series with a rotating group of creators. You traditionally get 3 different stories in one comic. And in this one, it looks like we've got Namor, Captain America, because they're not represented by Invaders,
That's
and
right,
another
yeah.
Wolverine story, because there hasn't actually been that much Wolverine recently. Interestingly, the Wolverine is written by Charles Soule, who has been doing the Death and Return of Wolverine series. So
Okay.
you could consider this canonical Wolverine.
Canonical. That's his new
That's
book.
his new book.
Nice. Yeah, Art Adams cover. Like an Art Adams cover. Last week on the show, I mentioned a brand new Captain Marvel issue 1 which hit stands. Everyone's getting excited about Captain Marvel. She's got a movie coming out in just a few short months. New trailer for that hit, I think, just the other week as well.
And she's really worked her way up from kind of Z-list, kind of second
has.
string Avengers character. It's when she got that promotion.
To Captain.
Yeah, because she was just Mrs. Marvel for a long
Yeah.
time, and then someone went, "Hang on, you've been in the military, Captain."
That's right.
And she went, "Damn right."
So yeah, we spoke about the new issue 1 last week, and I mentioned that before that we had a 5-issue miniseries called The Life of Captain Marvel, sort of bringing you to this new ongoing. And if you missed it, and you haven't got anywhere to get the single issues from,
Because it did sell well.
trade paperbacks out, collecting the whole damn thing.
Because that's what trade paperbacks do.
That's right.
So all 5 issues, you've got that lovely Art Gem Stanley Liu variant cover, which they put front and centre.
Yeah.
Do you blame them putting that as a cover?
Certainly don't.
No, good choice. Well done, Marvel. Doff the old cap.
This book is relevant, insightful, and so incredibly important.
Who said that?
Comicosity.
Well, that's the word of comicosity. Can't go wrong. All right, I'm going to read one. A story that is both very human. Well, my graphic novel pick of the week isn't by Marvel, and it isn't by DC.
Huh.
It's from Image.
Whee!
It's from one of the creators of Chew, the artist of Chew, Rob Guillory. And I've never known if I pronounced that right. But I
Sounds
said
about
it.
right.
I said it quick and confident, and that's
all you need.
usually enough of a
Yeah.
bluff. I'm not going to go on about this too much because we have mentioned Chew and Farmhand many, many times over the course of the last year.
Yes.
However, if you are
For good
coming
reason.
for good reason, because it was one of my top 5 picks of the year, if you remember. But if you are new to Comic Connections, if you joined us with the Rebirth Legacy numbering, quick summary of Farmhand. Well, let's read a quote. We like a
Read
quote,
it.
don't we? It's safe to say if you like Chew, you'll love Farmhand. What if they haven't read Chew?
Yeah, that's not a good one. If
No.
that's
Okay, let's try another one. A whole world here waiting to be explored.
That sounds better.
Yeah, it's still a bit.
Vague.
No. Okay, comicbook.com say Farmhand isn't just a smart comic. Oh, it's a touching one. Sorry, there's a second line there. I missed that. So, yeah, no, I love this book. Get on board. It's about a farmer who grows artificial limbs for people, but it all goes a bit body horror, freak show, stuff's going wrong.
Is it a £9 entry point trade like Image generally do?
No.
Oh.
But it is £11, which
That's
is
all right.
close.
That's
And yeah,
still good,
5
isn't it?
issues rather than 4 issues. So, yeah, that's the whole first storyline. What they tend to do is they do a storyline, take a break, come back, do the next 5. So you're not waiting for ages between random issues, but there is a break between story arcs.
Good on 'em.
Smart.
Clever. Nice.
So one more thing to discuss, in what we hope will become a regular feature of the show, but we'll probably forget and never mention it again.
It's Toy of the Week.
Toy of the Week. Toy of the Week. Yeah. But Thundercat of the Strong.
Thundercat of the Strong.
Yeah, Toy of the Week. But he's not weak, is he? He's quite strong.
He's very strong.
Yeah, Lino. 10-year-old boy, though. Bit weird. Yeah. So, what I like about these, and you must like this, it's based on the He-Man style of stuff. So,
similar.
If you want a Thundercat figure in a kind of He-Man style, there you go. Toy of the Week. Toy of the Week. Can't wait to see what we forget to do next week. Great, won't it?
It'll be good.
Yeah.
Stay tuned. Or don't stay tuned because it'll be a while before the next one's up. But
other Thundercats are available.
It's not just Lino. It's not just him.
No, that'd be silly.
Before we leave,
yes,
I understand this fine comic establishment, Comic Connections, Parsons Street, Banbury, are currently in the midst of a grand sale. Tell us more.
Well, it's our biggest ever sale, and I'm so pleased you asked, Pete. We currently have buy 5 back issues, get 5 more completely free.
That's 10.
It is, for the price of 5. It's insane. We also have up to 60% off graphic novels.
Brilliant.
Prices as marked throughout the store, and we're also doing a special offer on Pops. Any free Pops for £25.
I'm going to go today.
You're here. You're here now.
Yes.
Go
I'm going to buy loads of stuff. I'm off. I'm going to go shopping.
Do it.
How's that? I'm off. See ya.
Mine's a bit droopy. Should probably wrap this up and go home.
Yes.
I'll do it, won't it?
Yeah.
All right.
See ya.